Hey guys, Jesse from Mountain View Motorsports, back with you again. It's been a few minutes since I've made a video. I got a new house, got a new garage, hoping to do a lot more videos. So just wanted to touch base. One of my hunting buddies dropped off his quad. He's got a 2004 Honda TRX450 Foreman, essentially. We rebuilt the top end. Bike was running good, didn't have any issues, and then he said basically he had taken out for a run, it stalled, it wouldn't start again, and basically what he said was the engine seems to be running backwards. It's blowing air out the carburetor and sucking air in the tailpipe. So I'm going to make a quick video of what we're going to do with this thing. What I've done, actually I'm going to spin the camera around and we'll go from there. So I've got everything torn apart. As you can see, it's got a fresh cylinder on there, brand new piston. Valves have been adjusted properly. I did measure everything up. So what I've done just to confirm his concern is I've taken the air filter off and I put just a nitrile glove on there. And we're gonna see, either it's gonna suck the nitrile glove in, as the engine should, or it's gonna fill it up with air, which means that somehow either the engine's cranking backwards or our timing chain is way off. So let's just hit the start button and see what happens. Well, that's a weird one. Okay, so we're gonna have to take a look at this thing and figure out what's going on. So one of the first tests we're gonna do, I've deflated this glove again. And these quads, smartly enough with Honda, are actually equipped with a pull start as well as an electric start. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the pull start and we're gonna see if that glove fills up, and that'll tell us if the starter is actually running backwards or if we have a different issue here. So I'm gonna give this pull start a pull and see what happens. And we're filling up. So I am gonna assume that since the pull start's cranking it in the same direction as the starter motor, it's not that the starter's cranking the engine backwards, it's that we've got a timing issue. There's something going on. The valves are not timed properly with the crankshaft. So we're gonna take the valve cover off next and take a look at what's going on there. All right, guys, so here we are. It might be a little hard to see, but there is a timing mark through this hole on the side of the engine to indicate that we are at top dead center. So we are on that timing mark, if you can see it. Unfortunately, what I have seen in here as I was rotating the engine is a little bit of surface rust in there. From what I understand, at one point this engine did get swamped. It may have gotten some moisture into the crankcase. Hopefully we don't uncover too much of an issue here. But yeah, so that timing hole is just below the starter. Allows you access to the side of the crankshaft so that you can see if you are at top dead center. I have got the valve cover off here, and one thing that I have noticed is I have a little bit of play there, which I should because these valves have been adjusted. This one appears to be slightly compressed. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna crank this over by hand with the pull start, and we're going to see in what order do the valves open. So if we're at top dead center right now, we would imagine this is going to be on the ignition stroke or on the power stroke. So what we should see is we should see this cylinder go back down. That would be basically indicating our firing order. So the cylinder will go down it will go to bottom dead center, it will come back up, and then we should see this valve here close. This is our exhaust valve, this is our intake valve, we can see because the carburetor is right here and the exhaust is right here. So I'm going to pull this and we're going to see, we should see the exhaust valve close first. The exhaust valve's closing, but what I do find odd about that is the exhaust valve's opening. The exhaust valve seems to be opening as we are going down in the stroke, which is odd. And now my intake is opening. So I mean, that's a little odd. I am starting to suspect that our timing is out. Our timing chain may have jumped or may be stretched. So I think our next step here is we're gonna pull the cover off the timing chain and we're gonna line those timing marks up on the crankshaft again and check the timing mark on the camshaft and see if we've got a problem with that timing chain. Let's see if I can record this. This is a little suspicious. So the timing chain tensioner is this right, it's underneath this. And this screw in the top of it, which you can see is protruding a little bit, seems to be loose. Now, we didn't take that off when we did the top end, but I do see that it's loose, and I can actually move it with my finger. Like I can pretty much unscrew that screw with my finger. So I definitely think we've got something going on with this timing chain. I don't know why that would be loose. As I said, we did not adjust the timing chain at all or do anything with it when we did the top end. So yeah, we're gonna pull this timing chain cover off and check our marks and go from there. All right, guys, so we're back here. I've got engines at top dead center here. As I showed you before, there's the timing mark in the side of the case. If we look at the top of the engine, we have our valves. The intake valve is open. The exhaust valve is closed. And the timing mark on the cam chain, if you can see it, is that hole in the center, that offside hole that's sitting at, we're gonna call it probably 10 o'clock. That actually should be lined up with, I don't know if we can see it well here, it should be lined up with that in the top, that little ridge that's in the top of the case. And we are off now, probably, I don't know, 80 degrees from that. And you can actually see, I'm gonna see if I can do this with just two hands, but you can see how much play we have with this chain here. That should not have that much play. You have a lot of slop. So, we need to do a cam chain and a tensioner. This tensioner here is all the way out. So, cam chain and tensioner time. Well, I'm gonna get some parts ordered up and we'll see what we can do.